Hi everybody, this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Kryptonite Doomsday Megafig. But so before we take a look at Kryptonite Doomsday, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, you get your standard DC Multiverse base, but he doesn't need it at all. Even though he's a very large figure, he stands very well on his own. And finally, you get his data file, and this is from Superman Batman. I want to say it's like number 49, 48, or 49. And that looks very cool. And there's a bio. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. So taking a look at this head sculpt, I think McFarlane Toys did an amazing job at sculpting and painting it. It looks very nice. You get a light gray wash over top of the face, bringing the sculpted details out very nicely. I think the bottom jaw is actually cast in this kind of reddish color, and has two gray tones painted over top of it. So that looks really cool. You can actually open the jaw, which I think is cool. You do get a tongue sculpted in there and some little sculpted details, and that looks really good. The green shading around the eyes looks very nice. This version of Doomsday has dreads, and it reminds me of the Predator mashed up with Doomsday, which is just a recipe for awesome. The only real complaint I have with this head sculpt is you can see this mark right here didn't get painted all the way in because there's a little divot there in his head. But other than that, it looks really good. You get some nice texturing to it. And surprisingly, this actually glows in the dark. All of the green parts like the teeth and the spikes on the face, the eyes, and the spikes on the body glow. Anything that's in green glows. And I think that is very awesome. Because to my knowledge, I don't think McFarlane Toys ever actually stated that this glowed in the dark. If they did, I missed it. But yeah, that is really cool, and I will show that off here in a minute. The body is reused from the regular Doomsday figure, which is a figure I really wish I would have gotten. It's gotten pretty hard to find. But I think it looks really good. You do get a reuse of the Devastator arms. That doesn't bother me. They actually painted the torn fabric one right here, which isn't quite accurate, but it really doesn't bother me. I think this is actually a really smart reuse of those arms. You get some really nice paint over top of it. You get this nice light gray wash over top of the body and the shoulders, and that looks very nice. Some cool texturing to the skin. That looks really good. The shorts here in particular, they have some very, very awesome texturing. That looks really good. I do wish that the belt and the bands here around the legs were done in silver instead of like a flat gray. I think silver would have looked a lot better. But that's a minor nitpick. You get some more of the pieces that glow in the dark right here. You get some texturing to the legs. He has some pretty good sculpt detail to his boots as well. On the back of the figure, you get no paint variation, though. I do wish this little wash right here would have continued on the back. I think that would have looked really good. You can see all of the very awesome sculpted textures and spikes on his back there. That looks really good. McFarlane Toys did a very, very awesome job on this. It is mostly just a reuse from the regular Doomsday from the Superman 2-pack, but I still think it looks very nice. So before we go over the articulation, let's go ahead and take a look at how well this figure glows in the dark. So here he is glowing in the dark, and man, this glow in the dark feature looks really cool. You can see the face glowing, how the eyes and the teeth glow. All of the spikes on him also glow on the shoulders, on the forearms, right there on the knuckles, and on the knees. That glow looks really cool, especially there on the head sculpt. Man, it looks really good. It looks a little dark when I'm filming it because I have all of my lights off, but in person it's actually a lot brighter than it looks. So yeah, that is a very awesome feature on this. So now let's go over his articulation. So he has a ball-jointed head that can't quite look up all the way. These dreads are done in a very, very hard plastic, like it has no movement to it at all. I wish it would have been a soft rubbery material. That would have been really cool. He can look down all the way, though. He can barely move side to side because of these dreads. They do catch on the spikes right here, which the spikes are kind of rubbery. But yeah, if you move it up, you can get it moving just a little bit. So yeah, the head articulation is pretty hindered there. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. They do stop right here because of the spikes right here and here. They move all the way around like that. You do get a single jointed elbow that can only bend in that far, a hinge wrist, and it's ratcheted. It's very tough to move. You can hear that joint, and it's like that on both sides. The left side does move just a little bit better than the right, but yeah, this right is very crunchy joint. He has a ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back all the way. You can actually get him crunching forward a decent amount. You can move side to side up here at the diaphragm and side to side here at the waist, and you can move all the way around like that. He has hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward that far. He can kick back very far. You can actually get him doing that. It looks terrible, but you can actually get him doing that. The only place that's actually hindered here in the hips is the swivel right here. It doesn't want to move at all. When I'm moving this, it's actually the joint itself. So yeah, I don't want to move this for fear of breaking it. I'm not sure if it's like that on all of them, but yeah, mine's swivel right here does not move at all. He has single jointed knees that can move back that far, does move side to side, and he has ankles that can move down just a little bit, up all the way, and a nice ankle rocker. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to Lex Luthor in his power suit, and finally here he is next to Superman and Batman. So overall, if you can find this, then I would highly recommend picking up because McFarlane Toys did an amazing job on this. As I said, it's mostly a reuse from the previous Doomsday figure, but this is very awesome. This is honestly a figure that I never thought McFarlane Toys would actually make, just because, to my knowledge, I don't think it appears outside of that arc in Superman and Batman. But yeah, I'm glad that they made this because it looks incredible and has that really awesome glow-in-the-dark feature. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.